Good afternoon to you all. Today, the topic which we are going to discuss, that is financial control and reporting for the MBA fourth semester. Uh, Previously, all the topics which is in syllabus we have discussed. Today, the topic is relevant with the financial reporting and control. Um, I will discuss the term financial reporting system. Financial reporting system. Anyway, it is essential to know about the financial report. So why financial report is prepared? It is prepared regularly in a one accounting period, at the end of a one accounting period. Annually it is prepared. There is a lot of purpose to have this kind of report. You can say this is for legal requirement. This financial report is used for legal requirement as well as business necessities, legal as well as business necessities. So why I am using the term legal? Whenever you have to claim someone in a market or in a national level, then any competitor can claim for disclose of financial report in civil court, high court and supreme court. So everywhere this financial report can be disclosed as a evidence. So this is very much required to be verified, to be justify your company. This financial report is required. And in terms of business necessities, whenever you prepare annual report, before that quarterly, half yearly, third quarter, this report is prepared. And this report is prepared to get the awareness what would be the next step taken in favor of the company by the account report. So this this financial report will support for decision making in a coming year and a next annual year. This will support a lot. So it is also for decision making in a coming year, in a coming consecutive year. So after annual report, of only you can write down here the financial report. Then this would be director's report. This director reports consist of for making instruction, for making guidance to the top management, middle management and bottom management, you can say lower management, for the purpose of formulating financial policy, pricing and strategy making. For all these three, this financial report is used as a director report, where this report is used to make some policy for the organization, what would be the terms and conditions for the company to prepare the financial report, and how much amount would be fixed to the cost of production or to making the selling price of the goods. That price making procedure is being formulated by the director's report. And then strategy. Means regularly at a specific time interval what plan would be prepared for making that goods in a specific term through which their performance can be outstanding. So strategy must be in a planned way to prepare any particular product. Now the next term, financial statement. In financial statement, income statement, balance sheet, fund flow statement, cash flow statement. So all these term of income statement, balance sheet, fund flow statement, cash flow statement in earlier semester you have studied because and these are helpful to prepare a financial statement through which you can take a decision in respect of asset and liability of the company, and you can have estimation what would be the step taken in future. And the next one term is audit. Auditor's report. So auditor reports disclose, auditor reports represents what is the right proportion of the quality of a goods. This should be the checked out, this should be verified, and whatever the accounting report is prepared, that also be checked out through the approval of chartered accountant. Before audit, it is assumed as a unaudited report that is published into the newspaper in a per quarter or per a regular time interval. It is disclosed through the newspaper. So that will assist you to have decision whether to invest in that particular company or not. So financial report can also be verified by the auditor report. So this is the basic term where financial report is used in a financial reporting system. Now we are moving on. Why there is a term IFRS? Before that, before implementation of IFRS, what are the terms comes under? Then it would be succeeded for objective of financial reporting. As you have studied in first semester about GAAP, GAAP, generally accepted accounting principle. You can take here as a principle, policy, regulation. All these are being represented through the generally accepted accounting principle. Why generally accepted accounting principle? If we talk about the generally accepted accounting principle, means one country to number of other countries, if using their trade, international trade from one country to another country, their accounting report should be equal, which cannot contradict or may not contradict any financial report. Their terms, their items must be similar, which would support to analyze your financial report in a effective way. So that for that reason, generally accepted accounting principle is prepared, and after that it comes into existence as IAS, Indian Accounting Standard. And Indian Accounting Standard can have the all terms and conditions in which generally accepted accounting principle, which support to make Indian accounting standard, where different areas having the specific accounting standard rule 1, 2, where you can have the all information, either it is relevant to inventory, pricing policy, depreciation. Every term is being prepared as a benchmark. On the basis of that, this report is prepared. So this would be the Indian Accounting Standard. Indian Accounting Standard. Why I am saying standard? Standard is the maximum set of terms and condition and policy which a company has to achieve. This is the maximum standard which a company has to achieve by preparing your financial report, by preparing your accounting report. So this would be considered as a Indian accounting standard. Then it comes into existence International Accounting Standard. International Accounting Standard. And this accounting probably maybe it would be in 1977 it is established, and it is established in 1972. So International Accounting Standard also support to globalize your business, to make your business more expanded form by preparing report, and this preparing report is approved by this kind of International Accounting Standard, through which your international business can succeed more. And at the end, in a current situation, IFRS. What is the full form of IFRS? International Financial Reporting Standard. International Financial Reporting Standard comes into existence on 1st April 2011. So International Financial Reporting Standard, those countries who were not taking participation in international trade, they also have clarity, or they also have power to international trade, through which a global business can expanded. And this International Financial Reporting Standard have all the financial report must be similar in all the countries, through which this report can be expanded for every country. So this was the financial report requirement in a different standard. Now we are moving on about objective of financial report. That is the basic, that is the first point which is in your syllabus. So one by one we will discuss all the objective of financial reporting. Objective of financial reporting. First of all, this objective of financial report in which to provide the information for making decision in economic, you can say economic decision, to provide the economic decision. Procuring utilizing financial resources. Here you can also have audit, planning, analyzing, benchmarking, shareholders, and public interest at a large scale in listed companies. Shareholders and public interest at a large scale in listed companies. Now, to provide the information to investor and creditor. Interest of employee, trade union and government. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7 for assessing future cash flow. So now we are coming on to describe objective of financial reporting. Why we prepare this financial reporting? This financial reporting is supportable for the economic decision in any enterprise. Why? What are the terms? This economic decision? Economic decision in the terms microeconomics and macroeconomics. Microeconomics is relevant with the inside of the organization, and macroeconomics is relevant with the outside of the enterprises. So all the micro and macro economics, you need to have the financial report where it plays the vital role, major role to support this kind of economic decision. If we talk about the procuring and utilizing the financial resources, as you know, procuring and utilizing the financial resources, where procuring means what? Arrangement of fund from various sources, and these financial resources which is arranged from different sources must be analyzed, which will provide, which sources should provides you that fund in a cheap rate and in a minimum interest rate. So this procurement of fund is also required to have the financial report. Utilizing the financial resources, whatever the resources you are going to make expenditure, this should be possible by having earlier data, and that previous and past and earlier data will support you how much amount is to expenditure in a company, in a manufacturing company or any trading company. So you can say this financial report provides you the review. This will provide you the idea how much amount must be procured and how much amount must be utilized as a direct expenditure or indirect expenditure. So a lot of things has to discuss in this procuring and utilization of the financial resources. After that, there is the audit. Audit, which is also required in a financial reporting, where audit, which verify, which check out whether your financial report is accurate or not. If there is any error, then that auditor will rectify that kind of problems, and it would be succeeded for the top management for taking decision in respect of the company. Further, we will have to consider on planning, analyzing and benchmarking. Planning, whatever the financial plan is prepared to a financial report, this financial report consists of different kind of, it is a group of different kinds of strategy. So through which, by making a group of strategy, group of decision making, plan is possible. And their analysis through the ratio analysis, through the common size statement, through the comparative balance sheet, and through the trend analysis, all this will support to analyze whether your financial data is accurate, is making strengthening to your company or not, or is it in negative weak position. All these can be find out through the analyzing procedure. And if you talk about the benchmark, like if you find out in a ratio analysis 2:1 or 1:2, so that 1:2 represents that your asset should be more in comparison to liability. So asset benchmarking is the standard which a company has to achieve. So financial report should be prepared in that type which has to achieve, and that would be always beneficial for the future. So in the next class we will discuss all these 3 or 4 points. Thank you for today.